And so, we get through that 2009 season, and now we're in 2010. And this is where things get a little bit.
Yeah.
This is when things get a little bit.
What's the word there? The lies keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really where the lies kind of really start.
But let's back it up, because Garrett took over in 2007. No, head coach. 2009?
Midway through the 2010 season.
Midway through the 2010 season. Now.
Remember where he started off with 1-7 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough.
So now, I've had this conversation.
2-6, something like that.
I had this conversation. I don't know if I've had it with you, but to me, after the Green Bay game, and they relieved Wade of his duties.
Oh, we had this conversation. Okay.
I've said this openly. I felt as if there was some sabotaging going on.
There definitely was. Because I remember being there, and you and Roy called me on separate calls. And Roy called me like immediately after practice. Or I think he might have called me right after install.
Yeah.
Come right after install. So it was like around lunch. So it's probably, if it's 12 here, it was like 10 something there. So I didn't get it right away. So as soon as we got out of my meeting, I called. I was like, what's up? He said, hey, bruh, you ain't going to believe this, dog. He like, you remember all them plays we used to ask about why we not running this? You had us run this in training camp and we ain't playing. He said, they in the playbook now. I said, lying.
We got
He
brand
said, bro,
new
we basically
playbook.
got a whole new playbook.
For those of you who want to call me a liar, I'm just telling y'all
wow.
that this actually happened. But let's back it up a little bit. Because before you were traded to San Diego, we finished the 2009 season. And I remember us getting ready, draft season is coming around, but we're doing some workouts and stuff like that. And we were in a meeting.
Right.
And Jason Garrett's our offensive coordinator. Because Wade never really came down to deal with the offense. He's a defensive guy. He would peek his head in every
once in a while.
But it was always Jason, and those were some epic meetings, because you had guys like Marion Barber, Roy Williams, yourself, Martellus Bennett. And so we would be watching film sometimes and some things wouldn't go right. And Roy got to a point where he was like, I'm done being nice. And he would say,
for the most part.
Roy, I remember.
I kind of started it because I would ask questions, because whatever he was implementing with whether it was the blocking scheme or how we was going to adjust a route to this blitz or whatever it was, I'd be like, why are we doing that?
Why are we doing that?
And he'd be like, well, we don't know which one's coming. I was like, well, they're bringing 5. We got 6. Even if they bring 6, we got everybody to block it, man. So, because I'm thinking to myself, why I got to run this hot and take this lick from this linebacker for 3 yards, bro?
Right. And that's when it became very contentious, because guys were challenging.
They were.
They were challenging Jason Garrett.
And by the lineman, that's when I used to always start talking to Colombo and Flo.
Right.
They'd be like, but that's when I say, remember I used to tell you during everything? So starting back in like 07, 08, I started learning what the linemen were doing based off of the fronts.
Right.
And I would know. I'd be like, hey, Flo, you in or you out? I said, I got one on my head. I'm good, you good, run it. And then Romo would start, probably around 08, he would start throwing up the thumb.
Right.
You good to run the route. But that's after talking to his line.
Right.
And then he would try to change his protection.
Right.
And that's when his line started not liking his
Right.
Yeah. They'd be like, dude, shut up. We blocking. You go off of what we count. He would change the mic, and I'd be like, are you changing the mic? I was like, I just changed my whole count in front.
Right.
So that means if he does come now, I got to go, because you done changed it, and they got to change their whole blocking scheme.
Right.
And it was just crazy. So when I would ask this in practice, I remember Stephen McGee, after one of the meetings, I had asked this question. Another one of these, what I'm saying, why are we doing that? Like, if we know they're bringing this guy, we got him blocked, why do we have to do that? Well, we don't know exactly which one they're bringing. I was like, we just showed it to us on film. Y'all would tell me the eye in the sky don't lie. Like, you just showed it to me on film, so why they bringing something, they created something new for us?
Right.
I was like, okay, I think I'm like, we'll recognize freaking zero cover.
Right.
It'll be a flat top. We'll know that. I'd be like, hell, I see 5. I know the most they can bring is 6. I think we got it blocked.
Right.
Okay, not a problem. Ask that question. Well, the next morning, We get there, and I say, Sherm, and we went off as a meeting. I say, Sherm, I say, man, what time y'all leave last night, man? He was like, man, about 10:30. What were y'all doing up here so long? Because I talked to Coach Wade, and he said they was gone 6:30, 7 o'clock. What was y'all doing? Oh, you remember that question you asked? Old Redhead had to make it seem like it was his idea that we changed it, and we couldn't get out of here until it was on him. Right. It became his thing now. He did. So I was like, dang, he got an ego that big? He was like, yep.